Welcome back, third grade. In today's lesson we are going to learn how to measure line segments using millimeters. We've done inches, we've done centimeters, we've also measured to the nearest half inch and to the nearest quarter inch, but today we are going to go even smaller and start measuring in millimeters. You're going to need a ruler. I sent one of those home with your materials at the beginning of the distance learning period. You'll need a piece of scrap paper and a pencil. Alright, so first we need to talk about what is a millimeter and how many millimeters are in a centimeter. Okay? A millimeter is really small, a really precise measurement, and it is part of the metric system. So we don't always use this in the United States, but a lot of countries around the world, like Canada, use the metric system, and they measure in millimeters. Also, scientists use millimeters quite a bit. Okay, it's just another way to be even more precise with your measurements than measuring to the nearest quarter of an inch. Okay, so 1 centimeter. Remember, I think we learned that that's about the width of your pinky nail. Now, a millimeter is even smaller than that. There are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. Now with 2 centimeters, that would mean that there are 20 millimeters. 3 centimeters, 30 millimeters. 5 centimeters would be 50 millimeters. 9 centimeters would be 90 millimeters. And 14 centimeters, that would be 140 millimeters. Now you should have a ruler like this. On one side there is inches. The other side we have centimeters. Remember the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are all centimeters. Okay? So it's going to be important that we can change from centimeters to millimeters like we did on this screen here. Alright, so I have a line segment drawn here, and I want to figure out how long is that in millimeters. And I forgot to mention before, the abbreviation for millimeters is mm. In the past, we have just measured to centimeters. So here is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 6 centimeters, and 7 centimeters. So every long line there is 1 extra centimeter. And if I look here and I counted this, all these little lines, you'll notice that there are a bunch of little lines. I'm going to count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and when I get to 10, then I have 1 centimeter. Well, there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, like we just learned. Well, when it is longer than this, and it doesn't end right on a line here, I'm not going to want to use centimeters. I want to be more precise. I want to be more accurate with my measurement. So I know that it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 millimeters long for sure, but it's a little bit longer than that. It goes a little bit past there. It goes to the first line after 70, and when it does that, we would say that that is 71 millimeters. I'll go through another example here. Here we have, it's between, this is 10, 20, 30. It's somewhere between 30 and 40. Well, once I get to 30, I can start counting the little lines. Some of your rulers might have a nice long line like that in the middle of the 3 and the 4, and I know that's 5. Okay, so I can cheat and count ahead there. If it's a little bit over that, I can go, this is 35, 36. If I didn't realize that, or my ruler does not have that, I just need to go 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So we would say that this line segment goes to right there. Remember, we always want to start it at the 0 here. And it goes to here, this line right here. It's between the 3 and the 4. And I said that would be 36 millimeters. After this, I'll have you draw some of your own line segments to certain measurements using millimeters. Alright, so I'm taking a look here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, between 90 and 100 here. So I want to count how many lines over. Well, it goes over 1, 2, and it ends right here. So when it ends right there, we would say that this is 90, oops. We would say that this is 92 millimeters long. So it's time for that piece of scrap paper that I told you to grab beforehand. On your scrap paper, I want you to draw a 21 millimeter line segment. When you do this, make sure you put a starting spot, put your end of your ruler right there, and then measure to 21 millimeters using your ruler. If you need time to do that right now, hit pause and then hit play again, and then I'll have you do the next one. Okay, so 33 millimeters is your second line segment I want you to draw. Again, hit pause if you need to. The third line segment I want you to draw is 59 millimeters. Hit pause if you need to. And then the fourth line segment I want you to draw is 84 millimeters. So just a quick review. How many millimeters are in a centimeter? There are 10. That will wrap up today's video on measuring to the nearest millimeter. We'll see you later, third grade.